I thought this was really cool, is a question of, well, which trend lookbacks do you end up overweighting depending if you are exponentially weighted or equally weighted, right? Because if that exponentially weighted return is already front weighted, does that mean that you will, use more of the longer term trends? Will the equally weighted end up weighting more of the short term trends when we're building that bottom up? And so I think this graph, figure 5, to me was just a very cool graph that my intuition, I'm curious about yours, Adam. My intuition here is the regression process did adjust for the difference between exponentially weighted and equally weighted. The equally weighted process ended up using more short-term signals to make up for the fact that the exponentially weighted was already overweighting those front months.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this actually is a little bit misleading because for the exponentially weighted, it's not a good indication of the actual weighted average return look back or the half-life of the return look back the um, on the trend metric. So it's kind of hard to see here, but I do agree, Corey. It's nice you sort of pointed out. You see, there's a little bit of a bar here on the 40 for the equal weighted, and that's just sort of it suggesting. And you also see, higher bars at these shorter look back lengths for the equal weighted, the blue bars, right? And slightly lower blue bars as you go further out in time. And as you say, all this is doing is it's making adjustments to the model, to the equal weight strategies that basically end up aligning them on a weighted average basis with what we get with the exponentially weighted average, right? So in fact, the exponentially weighted average look back, or sorry, the weighted average look back for the equal weight trends was about 204 days. And for the exponentially weighted trends was about 198 days,
Mhm.
which, across all these different markets and all these different strategies is statistically completely irrelevant. So it was a neat validation.